Alright guys, what we're going to do today is remove this fuel tank and try to clean it out. These are pretty easy on these early model cars. They don't have an electronic sending unit. Yours has a cap on it. Just kind of poke around, it pries up very easily. All you have is little ball cleavers. Excuse me. Just move it out of the way and the sending unit's unhooked. Next I'll be removing just the 4 bolts. And I'll pull the tank out, unhook the line from it, remove that sending unit with the 5 Phillips head screws. And I'll be opening it up and trying to clean it out. Alright, as you can see, I got it pulled up and out of the way. I have a fuel line that goes, you have a rubber line that goes to your hard line right here. And that one actually runs through the tunnel into the back of the car. Safe to say it's a little bit stopped up. Nothing's coming out. Alright, when you get to the underside of it, you're going to have a petcock, and this one just threads on to the fuel tank. You remove it, that was a 22 millimeter, and then you'll pull this little filter socket out. And it's best really to replace those, but I do often just clean them out when I'm getting started like this. See down in there, we'll get in there and start cleaning everything out. This one had about 3/4 of a tank of gas in it. Everything's coming decently clean with just pressure washing so far. Everything that I can pull out, spray off, getting all the buildup off. So it's going to be an easy cleanup. When they have gas in them that long and it stays in there, it's just really just varnish buildup. This is where your real cleanup begins. See if I can get y'all to focus down in here. Not looking good. There we go. See how you build up. Got a little bit of rust. This one is just not bad at all compared to what I'm used to seeing. Get down in the filler neck. Zoom out. There you go. Yeah. So we'll blast water down in there and see if we need to do some kind of maybe an acid soak. Just see what it looks like, start working with it. Alright guys, see if I can get y'all to focus in there. It's about 3 passes with the pressure washer. Like I say, this one had a bunch of gas in it while it was setting up. The gas stayed in there because the little filter screen was stopped up. And it is cleaning up in an amazing manner. A few more passes and we'll go get some fuel line and some filters and see what we can't do. See what we've ended up with. How are we looking? Not bad at all. Not perfect, not bad. Alright, before we get carried away putting the gas tank back in, we really need to blow some form of air, preferably compressed air, through this fuel line. This, I just have a little IV inflator. I like to use this because it has a built-in pressure gauge. So if you're building up a bunch of pressure, you can see it. That was at 8 psi. If I put it on there and it just kept pressuring up to say like 30 or 40, I'd know that it wasn't working. Oh yeah, back here through the pump and through the filter, looks like we had gas spray out. I didn't expect it to be clear, or else I would have unhooked that and caught it somewhere. But that's what happened this time. Next, what I'll do is I'll get a can of carburetor cleaner and spray the whole can down in the line, unhook it from the engine, and then catch it to see what color it is. If it comes out, one can is dirty, the next can is pretty clean, we'll put a line on it, put the tank back in there, and get us some gas going. Hey everybody. Oh, it's dirty under here. Anywho, that is the fuel line that comes out of the tunnel. Well, it actually comes out of the transmission support horn. But anyway, unplug it there. Get your buddy. Say hi. Alright, Mr. Buddy. Plug it there. We're going to come to where it starts at over here. Be a moment to get my cleaner out. We're back and ready. End up using brake parts cleaner. That stuff's a lot stronger. Don't want any of it coming back, but it's biting me. Try that from the other side. Oh, there's Willow, twin sister. You excited? I guess she didn't say anything. Alright, so this time we caught it in a container. Hard to see down in there with the camera, but see all the particles floating down in there. You want to do that until you have clean fluid coming back out. Alright, I have mine cleaned out. What we want to do now is locate your fuel pump. This is an early model engine and car, but it has a later model pump because of the alternator that was installed on it for clearance. Your intake line, if original like this one, will have a metal line that goes from the fuel pump down to just a short piece before your line that comes out of the transmission horn. And we want to clean it out real good. All your metal lines that you don't replace, make sure you clean all of them out. Alright, we're going to place that line that goes from the short line to the metal line I just showed y'all. Just take your, just drop everything. Just take your old line, cut you a new piece about the same length. And for reference, I'm using 1/4 or 6.3 millimeter fuel line. Alright, got our line put in. And a lot of times your original lines don't have hose clamps, but there's no good reason to not use hose clamps. So you notice on mine I'm putting hose clamps. Alright, I've picked up in the front, the tire's off, and I am never able to focus. There we go. I'm attaching those two lines together, and this is where I put my fuel filter. It is nowhere near the heat of the engine or the exhaust. It's going to catch everything as it comes out of the tank and before it goes into the line. Fuel tank is installed. Has some fuel in it. Always go around checking for leaks. We have fuel in the filter. Check, check, check. Can't even see in there, to be honest. Check everywhere for leaks. There we have a good fuel system, clean. Semi-ready for operation. Well, fuel tank cap was very rusty. Put some penetrating oil on it and hit it with a cut brush on that drill. Clean the top up pretty good. I'll be working on the sides later.